Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
I've always said, better late than pregnant. Well, we're late. Everything's late tonight, but your source for esports racing is out live, and we welcome you into the Full Velocity Racing Network, and we come to you from the Knoxville Raceway for opening night of the King of the Dirt Series. It's going to be a lot of fun. Street stocks, thanks to the gang like Josh Ely, Charlie Milner, all the gang at Milner Meat and Design for putting this one on. It comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. Phil the Cast here. Jack Jones on the controls, and Todd Stanton's even here alongside. The A-team, the dream team of Full Velocity, could it possibly be?
It definitely is here tonight. Phil was waiting to circle this race on the calendar because the A-team is going to be all together on Sunday nights here for the King of Dirt Series, and can't wait to see what's going to happen here. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to take that crown here? And definitely Knoxville Raceway, a great way to start it out, though.
Really is going to be a lot of fun here tonight as we got 23 drivers in the pit area, 50 laps around, a big series here. Going to be points payout, going to be $25 to the winner every week, I believe. I think Ron said, 10 for second and 5 for third is Raging Ron's not too far away from an earshot from us. He'll be in the racing action for a little while, it looks like, here tonight. A big thank you to the great folks that put this series together. All our main events weekly are going to be sponsored by Traction by Boosted on a Sunday night. Of course, us, the FBRN, I guess they were kind of sponsors for the series as well. Milner Media and Design, presenting sponsor, title sponsor for the series. We also have to thank Southern Outlaw Photography, Cypress Hearts Boutique, Full Throttle Performance, Dirt Track Junkies Esports, iRacing Dirt Painters, Walter V's Driving School, which happens to sponsor tonight's 50-lap main event here for this race sponsor, Walter B's Driving School. He'll make a wheelman out of you for sure. And also going to thank Primetime Sports Talk, all the great folks that make this series possible. I don't know if I have an echo or not. I think I found the source of the echo. I'm going to stop talking and tell Todd to talk. And tell Todd I have to turn his voice activation off, too, because I can hear myself ringing in my own ears. That's never a good idea. It's not good for me.
Not sure why you could even hear that.
To me, it sounds like I'm at Fremont because you can, if you go to Fremont Speedway here in Fremont, Ohio, you will hear, if you're sitting on the grandstand side, you will hear the announcer on the grandstand, and then you'll hear the echo over in the pit area because, of course, it takes time for that to travel. It takes a moment to get there. Looks like 4 heat races tonight, guys.
4 heat races. Looks like first I'm going to have 6 cars in the docket. Pass it over to Todd. 3D Racing starting lineup to start the evening.
Yeah, our 3D Racing starting lineup starting on the pole. That will be the driver out of Dansville, Ohio, the Cutter Lumber DWRL race team, and that is the 11 of Kyle Moyer. His dance part of the outside driving the number 3 machine. That is Barrett Bishop. We welcome him back to Full Velocity. It's been a while since I've seen him out there, Phil, dancing it out there, but starting outside the front row. Inside row, number 2 in the 3rd spot, driving the number 30, that'll be Jesse Osborne, and his dance part of the outside, driving the number 56, that'll be Taylor James. Inside row number 3, that'll be Stephen Moore aboard car number 73, and Brandon Marlowe aboard the number 37, rolling off position number 6.
6 cars. We're going to go 10 laps around. Top 3 guaranteed for the main event. What I understood is that 24 will be guaranteed to start the main. And as I populate the heat orders, I've got 23 cars here. So we'll see where iRacing takes as far as if we're going to get an LCQ, if they're all racing their way into the feature. So they slated for 24 versus 23. I got to imagine they're all racing. Off to number 4, iRacingIFlag.com, green flag in the air. Let's go through it at Knoxville. 10 laps around for Heat 1.
And 10 laps will be the distance, and Kyle Moyer sticks it out front here early on in the going, already down the back straightaway with Barrett Bishop right there nipping at his heels. He dives down to the bottom side, that number 3 machine, trying to take the lead away from Kyle Moyer. Good side-by-side battle through 3 and 4.
Really is, and things look kind of weird. Not they changed the shading of the lighting here in Knoxville, but we had a different view than normal, and kind of weird. The cars really glisten off there as they race door to door off turn number 2. Kyle Moyer versus Barrett Bishop in a locked battle for the race lead. They race it over into turn number 3 and 4. You look behind them, the 30 of Jesse Osborne. He's grabbed the 3rd spot away from Stephen Moore, Taylor James, and Brandon Marlowe. But let's keep focus on this race for the lead. Moyer versus Bishop is down in turn 1.
And Kyle Moyer has it right now, drifting up the track just a tad bit, clipping that right rear tire into the cushion that's up there that they've created here through qualifying efforts and the happy hour sessions. That number 3 of Barrett Bishop now goes up to the outside, trying to make something different happen. He stuck it down to the bottom a couple of different times, couldn't make the magic work off the corner there, Phil. And then number 11 of Kyle Moyer slamming the door shut, now down to the bottom.
And Moyer got a good run there out of 4 and open up about 2 to 3 car lengths, the advantage that time. But Barrett Bishop in the number 3, kind of stalking his prey down the back chute as we're going to put 4 laps complete here. Jesse Osborne riding that 3rd and final transfer spot, but he's got a fraction there over Stephen Moore in the number 73. He's taking a peek to the inside, pretty much still single file, and Kyle Moyer will lead our 4th lap.
Yeah, screaming Stephen Moore in that number 73 machine has been all over the rear bumper of the number 30 of Jesse Osborne, but Osborne now pulling away there by a car length and a half. But look at Moore down to the bottom as the number 30 drifts way up the track. Osborne gets up in the loose stuff, but able to maintain his ground though, Phil, as we got 5 laps complete here. So we're halfway home, 5 in, 5 to go at the Knoxville Raceway.
Cross flags going down, and we've got Moyer continuing to lead. I thought Barrett Bishop would give him a better run, and Barrett gets a really good surge that time. Changed his lineup through 1 and 2, really exited the corner, kind of giving the diamond, if you will. He washed it up in the middle, turned it down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Got a really good run. He'll do an opposite here through 3 and 4. He'll run the outside lane. I want to see if he runs that line again down here to 1 and 2 as he arcs it up high, and if he bites it down through the back. Yeah, he does it. Look, little, I don't see diamonding in the corner on dirt too often, but I think that's considered a diamond what he just did.
Yeah, he's diamond in the corners, trying to find the using what's of the embankment there, Phil, to try to get that run off the corner. And so far, the 3 of Barrett Bishop has found something. I do think he stumbled upon it there, as he's now all over the rear bumper of Kyle Moyer. As Moyer right now drifts up the track, and he's just got to push there through the middle of the corner. Bishop is wailing off the corner, and that number 3 machine down the back straightaway. As Barrett Bishop up to the top shelf of the speedway once again, diamonding the corner back down the speedway. He's going to drive it, and that's definitely, I think, going to cause one of those things where he's going to be able to get by. Maybe on the last lap, though, he's got that momentum in that number 3 machine.
Certainly does, and they got the 2 laps to go signal this time by. 11 car washes up, 3 car uses that little maneuver he's been using. That line he's been running through 1 and 2 gets him to the low side. He may have a clear shot at the race lead. Put down Barrett Bishop on top of the heap. Moyer cross him over. He's going to try as they come to the white flag.
And Kyle Moyer back down to the inside. White flag going to be out here as they dive it off into turn. Number 1, Moyer slams it up to the top side of the speedway there. Barrett Bishop down to the inside, side-by-side battle coming off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're still side-by-side into 3. Bishop runs it pretty deep down into 3. Going to slide up in front of Kyle Moyer. Moyer crosses it back over. Is he going to have enough off of turn number 4? Or is Barrett Bishop going to seal the deal? And they don't even touch it at the line. It looks like it's going to be Barrett Bishop.
Oh, Bishop.
Barrett Bishop by .028, Phil.
The naked eye, I think, lied on that one, because I thought for certain at the line, and you've seen it, Ron, that looked like Moyer won that, but they scored the Barrett.
that was a hell of a race. I mean, the battle was up front for the lead. That's the point you're gonna keep an eye on. But I mean, those guys were side by side, all 6 of them out there. I mean, it looked like they were side by side the whole race.
That was a good one for sure. Heat race number 104 complete. Let's move on to heat race number 2. The 3D Racing starting lineup is going to feature the number 02 of Jordan Gage on the pole, with the number 08 of Tyler Jackson next to him. In row number 2, the 00 will be Mitchell Clark, with the number 14 of Brock Evans to the outside of row number 3. Sean Stevens with car number 26 out there with us. He will start in P5 with the number 15 of Drew Corbett, completing our 6-car roll call.
All 6 cars out there, too, for heat race number 2. And looking up and down this field, Phil, I watched a lot of the hot lap sessions that were going on here, and there's a lot of stout drivers out there in this field. And, man, it's just different. There's a lot more guys signed up here for tonight, though, than actually made the trip to the Knoxville Raceway. Hopefully we'll see some more guys that keep filtering themselves in here and racing this series. It's going to be a great 6-race series.
Indeed. I apologize. I was just kind of responding to a message. For the guys that know me, a lot of y'all do, I'm not the most handy with something like Discord. So when I get notifications from guys in Discord to respond to a message, it takes a minute to figure out how to get to them. But one of the drivers out there with heat number 2 is Tyler Jackson. He poked me and asked if he can send us a message with his driver mugshot to put in the roster, put in our grid. So I told him to make sure he sent it to the inbox or email or whatever. So we'll look out for that. Well, I apologize there for the brief delay. I was doing some clerical responding to messages on Discord. People message me on Discord. I looked at it today for the first time. I have like 15 different direct messages. I'm sorry, folks. I don't do Discord.
Yeah, 100 stars from Alex Brewer. So thank you to Alex out there. 100 stars. So keep that star train running here tonight. Let's see the star donations come up through here, folks. As got some great racing going on the racetrack. You got Jordan Gage right now, your race leader in the 02 machine. Tyler Jackson right now running in that second spot. Third is Mitchell Clark in that number 0 machine. As he's working the bottom, here comes Brock Evans to the outside. Evans makes a side-by-side battle. Kind of a power move for that number 14 machine up there out of Bulletproof Motorsports stables there. And that number 14 is definitely pretty quick. I think he's found something a little bit different up top, Phil.
It's working for him. Him and Mitchell Clark going to be wheel-to-wheel out of turn number 4. That's for the 3rd spot. Put 2 laps complete. And, yeah, Brock Evans going to wrestle his way up to the 3rd position. Drop Clark back to 4th. We're going to watch this battle going on for the lead. Jordan Gage has it. Tyler Jackson took a look in that blue number 8 car out of number 2. I thought he may try it again, but he'll stay right in the wheel track. Still going to stay basically to the middle to top side of the racetrack, and all in a single file line there out of 4 to complete lap 3.
Yeah, single file so far, and you're seeing Tyler Jackson and Jordan Gage pretty much running about the same groove here. So you're watching them dive in the corner, maybe learning that from Barrett Bishop here in heat race number 1. As these guys really wicked fast there, the 02, the 8. The 8 now trying something a little bit different, going way up to the top shelf of the speedway. Man, what a push on the 8 of Tyler Jackson. But Jackson dives it back, but he's going to lose a couple of car lengths there, but he gains it back going into the corner.
What do you think? Was that a push for the 8 car, or is him going up there trying to find some extra grip to make that car faster?
Definitely think it was a push. I really 100% think he drove the corner a little bit harder than he wanted to, and is pushing up the track just like he did there, as he's driving in pretty hard, and he's just skating up that track.
Something I've noticed here about Knoxville and the street stocks, basically a lot recently, dirt track is, always synonymous with being slideways. This 14 is definitely slideways. 02 about corrected. They almost spun out. They kept it going. I was going to say, these cars stay really flat and straight in a place like Knoxville compared to predecessors and all the tracks we've seen. But for a lap there, they were anything but straight. But they all kept going. That was really good driving.
Definitely a tough break there for the 02 Jordan Gage. Brock Evans trying to make a move around second. Got into your race leader and that allowed Tyler Jackson to take over the race lead. Second now, Mitchell Clark capitalizing too in that number 0 machine, the Track Tech number 0 machine, running in that second spot. Third now, Sean Stevens in the number 26 as the 02 and the 14 fighting for their life. They're trying to get back up here onto the podium in a heat race as the 02 of Jordan Gage back down to the bottom of the speedway, trying to get around the 26 of Sean Stevens. Stevens holding him off though.
Sean doing a good job there out of 2, but Jordan has found himself planted on the low side, and that is racing on for position number 3 down in turn number 3 and 4 as Tyler Jackson will flash on by. He is going to be greeted by the 2 to go signal. Mitchell Clark in the 0 running in second, but our eyes are all planted back here for the race for 3rd. Jordan Gage, Sean Stevens, and don't count Brock Evans out. He's right there as well in the 14.
Yeah, Brock Evans giving the shot to the rear bumper, the 26. The 26 gets into the back of the 02 of Jordan Gage. So those guys exchanging blows through corner 2 and down. Oh, Jordan Gage gets sideways from Sean Stevens. There's Brock Evans on the extreme outside as Gage gets loose coming off the corner. White flag is a good battle for that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, it's Tyler Jackson and Mitchell Clark 1-2.
And there's nothing to tell up there up front. Tyler Jackson leads by a full second over Mitchell Clark. My eyes are fixed back here to the race going on for 3rd. 3rd turns number 3 and 4. We'll put the checkers in the air for heat 2. And the 8 car, Tyler Jackson, will take down the win over Mitchell Clark, who is going to win this race for 3rd at the line. Give it to Jordan Gage over Sean Stevens, Brock Evans, and Drew Corbett. Going to be our 6th driver there to complete for heat race number 2. That was exciting there for 3rd.
Definitely was excited in there, Phil, as these guys qualifying their way into the Walter B. Driving School 50 here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway. So we'll see what's going to happen and how this all going to unfold. Looks like everyone going to make it on in to the A main as we get ready for heat race number 3.
This one's got a stacked little roster of cars going on here. I'm going to tell you what. On the pole for this one, with the number 13, the rock star DJ Kilinowski, a guy who I believe won the FER Modified Touring Series race Tuesday night, I do believe. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but
it is.
Either way, it might be a spoiler whenever that goes out there, if we get it. But
yeah, we asked for the replay,
Yeah, I know. Well, you know who you're going to ask? Ask the guy on the outside pole. The JP Designs number 61, Mr. Josh Peacock. He sponsors that series. He may be the guy to have to send you the replay if he hasn't. Josh, he's on the outside of the first row. I'm sure you did. In row number 2, the number 21, Grumpy's Garage and Evil One Graphics bring us old Jim Revis. And alongside of him with the number X91, Tyson Pancake. Or Pancake? I heard he was Pancake.
Whipped cream and strawberries on top of our Tyson Pancake.
Oh, well, if Tyson's the Pancake, he's got the crepe right behind him with the number 68, Raging Ron Piles. He's in the booth with us, but he's out there racing. 68 will start 5th, and alongside him, the 04 will be Joshua Dennison. Josh Dennison going to complete our 6-car roll call. This one's pretty stacked.
Yeah, this is a stacked heat race, man. I don't know. You could pick a winner from any row here. It's going to be rather interesting to see what's going to happen. You got DWRL, you got Bulletproof Motorsports strong into this one, X91. Rage Ron is Hard Motorsports. I mean, a lot of good, well-known teams through the iRacing community here, especially in the street stock ranks, as these guys get ready to light that wick and light that fire. And Phil, if you had to pick somebody, who would you pick? First one across the line?
That's there you go. I was grasping for a straw. That was good.
21.
Jack's going for Grumpy. Grumpy knows a Grumpy. Jack's going to pick Jim.
Yeah, definitely. We're green flag racing here, and these guys all over the place, Phil, just searching for different areas and looking for different shots here. It's going to be DJ Kilinowski to lead the lap number 1 with Josh Peacock running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is that number 21 machine, but here comes Tyson Pancake down to the inside.
You said taking shots. You doing shots? Oh, never mind. Sounded good. A lot of ones out there, too. 13 leads, 61 second, 21 versus 91 racing for 3rd out of 3 and 4. Oh, Grumpy versus Pancake. Somewhere in there, if somebody's got strawberries, it's a lot of fun. And what happened?
he clipped the inside berm there to the 91 machine, and here comes Ron Piles down to the inside. So good old Pancake going to 5th spot.
Good old Pancake. I don't know what I missed over the last week. Tyson Pancake to be turned to Tyson
Oh, you
Pancake,
missed a lot.
I'm sure I did. But I'll tell you what, if Tyson was to be next to one of us right now, he'd probably choke us.
He probably would. He's not going to live it down for quite some time. Correction.
Well, know what state you're in. I mean, that'd be one way to start.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember the accents, too, of every state.
It's Illinois, not Illinois.
Illinois is the way we pronounce it in New York.
But that's because you're from New York.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. For a Midwest guy, that was pretty spot on. I guess you see a lot of New York on TV though. We're doing TV here tonight too. I guess we say we do this TV. And Keselowski versus Josh Peacock has been a good race for the lead. 13 car leads. Oh no. Bobo make us all wear a mask to shut us down. We need to be careful.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Probably keep us in lockdown through February. Oh wait, that's the neighbor to the east that I live in.
We just get in lockdown. We just in lockdown for a little bit there, Phil, and then when it comes within 2 days, he puts us on lockdown for another 2 weeks. You know, he gets us all excited, and then man, back
Yeah,
again.
I mean, it's kind of, there is somewhere, and it's between DJ Keselowski and Josh Peacock running in the top two. Jim Revis is taking third away from Tyson Pankow. Raging Ron's probably choking on, an Oreo back there or whatever, running in the fifth spot. And, poor Josh Dennison. We haven't talked about him at all. The 04 is back there tailing onto the field. He rides sixth, a distant sixth. DJ Keselowski leading Josh Peacock by 3 car lengths. Ooh, I bet Ron would like a pancake. Sounds probably pretty good. I like food.
As we got 2 laps remaining there, Phil, it's been all DJ Keselowski so far. He's led 8 laps here. Going to come up here and lead lap number 9. I do believe he's got quite the distance there, about 3 car lengths between himself and the number 61 of Josh Peacock. Peacock trying to the bottom of the speedway, and nothing being had so far. Looks like pretty much top side dominant here in heat race number 3 as that white flag comes out.
I've heard, if DJ is to win the feature tonight, he is awaiting a prestigious interview from Todd. He said it's been a while. Been begging and pleading. Todd, give me an interview. So DJ is going to be on the post race tonight, Todd. You're going to be the guy. Just give you a heads up on that one. But through turns number 3 and 4, the checker goes in the air in heat 3, and DJ Keselowski will take down the win over Josh Peacock, Jim Revis, Tyson Pankow, Raging Ron Piles, and Josh Dennison. He shouldn't be still racing. It's had 10 laps, and that's on lap 11. Don't do that to me, Jack.
Love it. Love it.
You guys.
I can't help it. Sorry, Phil.
Guy's going to drive me to the retirement home, I tell you what. Toss Graham off a cliff or something. My goodness. Heat race number 3 is complete. Heat race number 4 beginning to grid. It's going to have 5 cars in it, 10 laps around, and then we're going to play LCQ, or we're going to go right to feature. I have no idea. What I do know, Todd, we got 1 more heat race ahead of us.
Yeah, heat race number 4 going to roll away like this. Starting on the pole, the Trick Fabrication, DWR Racing out of Everett, PA. Driver of the number 71, that is Daniel Stifler. On the pole, his dance part of the outside. Driving the number 18, the J-Max Journey B-Motor out of Illinois, that is Kyle Surratt. Inside row number 2 in the 3rd starting spot, driving the number 6 car, that will be Bill Miller. And his dance partner outside, driving the number 4 D machine, that is Fast Frank Gonzalez. We welcome him back to Full Velocity Racing Network. And shotgun on the field, starting in the 5th starting spot, driving the number 44 machine, that will be Garrett Pick.
Garrett Pick. New name for us here at the network. First time we've ever called that name, I do believe. So welcome Garrett to the network. All the races we've done over the years, we still get new names from time to time. So that's cool. 44 car going to start 5th, but a couple of familiar names to us on the front row. Dan Stifler and the coach, Kyle Surratt. Does Coach have a driving school? Is Coach one of Walter B's driver coaches? Shout to Walter B. And driving school tonight, man. It's on the logo here tonight. Race sponsor. The Walter B's Driving School. 50 here tonight in Knoxville. 50 laps of the game. Main coming up next. But on October 4, we put the iRacingIFlag.com green flag into the air.
And Daniel Stifler, the Iceman, down to the inside. As he's right now in the top spot, the number 18 of Kyle Surratt. Running in that 2nd spot, the coach. Here is in the 3rd spot is the number 8 machine of Bill Miller, looking on the bottom of the speedway. As now Miller now down to the inside, trying to get around Kyle Surratt. Here comes Fast Frank Gonzalez too. And that number 4 D machine, making the magic work up through the middle of the speedway now, Phil.
Making it work indeed, as the 18 took a really good glancing blow to the wall off through 1 and 2. It was a glancing blow, rode the wall all the way halfway through the corner. Now he gets a run on a 2 down the back chute into turn number 3. He is under Frank Gonzalez racing on for the 3rd spot. You look up front, the race leader is that number 71 of Dan Stifler. Him and Bill Miller have these top 3 covered. Gonzalez and Surratt continue that fight for the 3rd spot there out of 2.
And Gonzalez now takes over the 2nd spot. Here comes Surratt down to the inside, side-by-side battle now, trying to capture that 2nd spot back away from Frank Gonzalez as he drifts way up the track. Here comes the number 6 machine of Bill Miller back down to the inside. But Surratt secures himself into the 2nd spot now, trying to track down the number 71 of Daniel Stifler.
Can he do it? Dan's been pretty quick here so far through the opening 3+ laps as they are off the exit of turn number 2. Stifler leading over Bill Miller by, call it just about 1 second even their last time by. Miller lost a 2nd spot. Even get back to the right lap, Phil. Surratt and Gonzalez both around Miller, so put Surratt now up to 2, Gonzalez up to 3. Can they run down Mr. Stifler? It's still under 1 second, but they're starting to creep in a little bit. Surratt and Gonzalez, I should say. 2nd and 3rd. Now Gonzalez has his hands full with Miller. 4 versus 6 from racing
Phil.
for the 3rd spot. Phil doesn't know what he's doing.
Phil,
What?
have you ever seen that 18 car run on the bottom like that?
That's why I was confused. I'm not going to lie. I don't run the bottom.
Not very often. Not very often. That's a good point there. The 18 and Kyle Surratt working the bottom of the speedway, and normally up top, he's usually high, wide, and handsome in the number 18 machine. But trying something different, I think, here is we're going to come up on just over halfway home here. 4 laps will remain for Daniel Stifler and that number 71 machine. Kyle Surratt still running 2nd, fast Frank Gonzalez running in that 3rd spot. Number 6 of Bill Miller, another guy that we haven't called a lot about here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, Phil. He's running in that 4th spot. We're going to come up on 3 laps remaining here at the Knoxville Raceway. Another interesting fact, Phil, we have 9,101 subscribers or followers here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Hey, 2020 is the end of a lot of good things here. Not the end, not the complete end, but things that are going here. You'll see a press release, but make sure we get that 10,000 followers before the end of 2020. Let's see the 10,000 followers. That's an accomplishment that would be here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We want to hear you guys share it out there. I'll make the somber announcement here, but we'll make the official announcement here. But we'll make it a little bit later here. I call it somber. It's going to be somber for me. It's going to be not very cool. But longtime partner. I'll announce now. But this is the 2020 season here of Phil. This is his retirement. He's not going to be completely gone, but he is retiring. He'll come back though. Every once in a great while.
We'll see. I guess that's some breaking news, isn't it? Yeah, that this is my last full-time season as a broadcaster. For sure. Going to be slowing down quite a bit here in the next few months before we just kind of waltz away, and we'll pop in time to time and do some stuff as you guys will keep the ship on running here the best you all can through the next years and beyond. But off turn number 4, the checkered flag into the air. Dan Stifler going to take down the winning heat race number 4 over Kyle Surratt, Frank Gonzalez, Bill Miller, and Garrett Pick. Garrett didn't last too long. He elected to exit. He was our 5th car, and we're all done. Looks like we're going to have no LCQ, which means it is time for the warm-up before our 50-lap main event. So before we go racing here tonight, let's go trackside. Dirty Grass Soul with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets, red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, we are back here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, getting ready to go for the Walter Beach Driving School 50 here tonight in Knoxville, the opening round race for the King of the Dirt, a big 6-week series presented by our buddy Charlie Milner at Milner Media and Design. Feature event's going to be every week, sponsored by Traction by Boosted. Thank those guys a lot. Also going to thank you to Southern Outlaw Photography, Cypress Hearts Boutique, Full Throttle Performance, Dirt Track Junkies Esports, the iRacing Dirt Painters, and Primetime Sports Talk. The great series sponsors for this is going to be an awesome, awesome ride here for these 6 weeks. We're going to do this being round number 1 here tonight, and we got 23, maybe 22, 21. A couple of guys may have left already, but I do know, Todd, we're going to go 50 laps here in Knoxville with some very good street stock racers. $25 to win here every week. That's kind of cool.
It definitely is interesting to get that $25 to win, and it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to all play out. There is a Rocky Battenfield in the main lobby now, Phil. Here at the team speak, maybe he wants a few words in here. I'm not 100% positive. Just seeing him out there cruising around.
Now he's gone.
Around. Now he's in my office.
Now he's in your office.
He's going to wreck my office. Oh my word!
Yeah, bring him in here. You can't let him wreck the office. Hi, Rocky. What's up?
Phil, how you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic, bro. Seeing you in here, we're gonna take residence in Todd's office. That's not allowed. You come in here. You gotta come hang out. What's good, brother?
Oh, just thought I'd come watch a little racing, and I had a little message from Peacock today. He sent me $25 to miss it, so he'd have a chance of winning some money.
Wow.
Woo.
My goodness. I don't know where to follow that.
Wow.
Well, let's try it this way. The Traction by Boosted feature event, Todd. We have 23 cars ready. Let's go old school style with the 3D Racing starting lineup.
And the Walters B50 here at the Knoxville Raceway, starting on the pole, driving the number 3 will be Barrett Bishop. And his dancing partner outside, driving the 08. That's Tyler Jackson.
In row number 2 with the number 13, the Rockstar, DJ Kilinowski. And next to him with car number 71, the Iceman, Daniel Stifler.
Inside row number 3, that will be the number 11. That is Kyle Moyer. And outside of him, driving the 00, that's Mitchell Clark.
Number 61 will start 7th tonight. The JP Designs machine for Josh Peacock. And next to him, car number 18, the coach, Kyle Surratt.
Driving car number 30, starting in the 9th starting spot, that's Jesse Osborne. And his dance part of the outside, driving the 02, that's Jordan Gage.
In our next row with car number 21, Grumpy's Garage brings us Jim Revis. And next to him with the number 40, that's Frank Gonzalez.
Starting in the 13th starting spot, driving the number 73, that's Screaming Steven Moore. And his dancing part of the outside, driving the number 26, that's Sean Stevens.
Tyson Pancake Pancow starting next in the X91 with the number 6 car of Bill Miller next to him.
Inside row number 9, that's the number 56 of Taylor James, and his dancing part of the outside, driving the number 14, that's Brock Evans.
Raging Ron Piles starts 19th with car number 68, and Garrett Pick next to him with car 44.
Row number 11 sees Brandon Marlowe aboard car number 37 and Drew Corbett aboard the number 15 and 22nd.
The 04 will be Tail and Charlie tonight. That'll be Joshua Dennison. 23 cars on the grid. I believe 22 of them may have gridded the race. 50 laps around. Let's get ready to race.
As they're restacked, they're repacked, getting ready to get the iRacing I flag, green flag out. We are going to ask you one question, race fans. Who's it gonna be?
Holy crap.
I got chills, boys.
Did you get that high? Rocky, he's going for 3 laps after that. Guaranteed. He's got no breath left.
Barrett Bishop, your race leader, down into turn number 3. The number 08 of action to Jackson. Tyler Jackson running in that 2nd spot. DJ Kalinowski down to the inside. He's running in that 3rd spot, battling it out with Daniel Stifler.
Racing go-karts is helping his stamina. I'll tell you what. Hits that note, comes firing right back. Yeah, Barrett Bishop leads the way out of turn number 2. Tyler Jackson. The races for 3. DJ Kalinowski versus Dan Stifler. Advantage the 71 car until they hit turn number 3 as DJ slides it in deep. Will he sell it cheap? All chasing the 3 car of Bishop there out of 4.
Yeah, Barrett Bishop leading here early on into going in car number 3. The number 8 of Tyler Jackson still running in the 2nd spot. Now drifts up the track the same way with the 71 of Daniel Stifler. DJ Kalinowski looking down to the inside. The Rockstar trying to make it back to victory lane here on the Full Velocity Racing Network as Tyler Jackson's found something there on the outside of number 3 of Barrett Bishop, trying to make something happen. Maybe to try to get the extra traction off the corner off of 4. Here's their side-by-side down to the start finish line. Give it to Jackson that time around.
And he made something work on the outside lane. Get a power surge. And he will lead over the 8 car there as he heads out of turn number 2. He'll clear the 3 car of Bishop. Bishop now going to fall back to the clutches of Daniel Stifler. It looks like Dan may try the low side. I would say after watching the 8 car go up high, try the high side. He'll try to go low. Bishop going to take a look back under the 8 racing for the lead down the front chute.
Yeah, the number 8 right now still holding on there as he drifts way up the track again, but he's definitely finding some different groove than maybe the number 3 of Barrett Bishop. But Bishop not going to be a guy that's not going to be taken lightly, though, Phil, as Bishop is going to be lurking there. Definitely going to try to find a different way around the number 8 of Tyler Jackson. Here comes the 71 of Daniel Stifler, too. He's running in that 3rd spot.
Stifler doing a good job early on, and that number 71 rides in P3. Got Kalinowski there, Kyle Moyer riding in the 5th spot. You got the likes of Josh Peacock there in the top 6. Mitchell Clark, Jordan Gage, Jesse Osborne, Jim Revis now running in the top 10 back there in 10th, trying to make his way around the Knoxville Raceway. Jim's a guy who knows how to get this place done for certain, so I'm going to expect the 21 car to search his way toward the top 5 by the time we get to the midway point. But we're still early on. 7 laps going to be complete, and all chasing the race leader, Mr. Tyler Jackson, as we are 3 wide.
Yeah, 3 wide for the 2nd spot, and we're also side-by-side for the race lead, too, for that 3rd spot, I should say. But Barrett Bishop and Jackson going at it. Bishop on the top shelf of the speedway, trying to make something happen now, and he's finding lots of momentum up there, Phil. Right up against the wall as he makes a little bit of love to the wall. That allows DJ to catch up to him, too. DJ Kalinowski looking down to the inside, but Barrett Bishop slams the door shut there as that battle for 2nd was starting to heat up as Bishop tried for the race lead.
Sure did, and he, I don't know if he made an overzealous attempt to go up high and hit the wall there. That was a pretty hard hit. Not sure if it broke anything to the race car, as we've kind of seen wall riding work here at Knoxville before, time and time again. But Tyler Jackson leads the way, but Kalinowski and Bishop continue this ferocious race for 2. Barrett's got it, but DJ at this juncture looks like he's a little tad bit quicker.
And DJ last time by with a 23.882. That's faster than both cars directly in front of him, as Barrett Bishop had a 24.257. So again, the fastest car out on the track the last time around. We're going to take a look again. It is still DJ Kalinowski. Actually, Daniel Stifler faster that time.
I was going to say, it looks like he has creeped himself back into the picture, too, running in the 4th spot with the number 71. Is now they run basically a single file line through 3 and 4 as DJ takes a peek under Barrett. Barrett also has a surge there and a peek in the back of the 8 car. Thought he may swing to the low side. He'll like to keep it up high. Tyler Jackson showing a ton of speed here early. Is this race for 2 going on? Bishop versus Kalinowski and Stifler, who may be the fastest of those 4 cars, all in the mix, all nose to tail down to turn 3.
Barrett's definitely a car that's got a lot of momentum up on the top shelf of the speedway so far, Phil, especially coming out of 2. As they enter that back straightaway, look for him as he dives down into 1. Look at the different groove that he runs compared to everyone else right up against that wall in the number 3 machine. Look how he's shot out of a cannon. Coming down there, gives him a little tap-a-rooney here down the back straightaway. That number 3 of Barrett Bishop trying to do something to the number 8 of Tyler Jackson, maybe even to get him a little bit loose to try to get around him, as Jackson's pretty much in his groove.
Jackson's doing a really good job, and that's one of the best here in the dirt that you got the handle there. That number 3 car is now Kalinowski swings to the low side. We got a 3-wide battle, 4 plus 4, 5. Stifler washed up. Here comes Kyle Moyer in the mix in the 11. Alex Brewer predicting Kyle Moyer is going to go to the front of this field around mid-race. I think it's a good pick.
That's a solid pick out there. We're watching these guys go back and forth, and we were talking about the number 3 of Barrett Bishop tapping on the back bumper of the number 8 of Jackson, and definitely trying to get inside of his head there. Any guy that's out there on the racetrack, you're always trying to tap somebody, and sometimes you're able to get inside their head, and they make that mistake. That's where you're going to be able to capitalize. Now Bishop dives it down to the bottom of the number 8 of Tyler Jackson, but Jackson's going to have that momentum that's going to pull him off of turn number 4. So he's going to lead this time by, but Barrett Bishop going back to work.
Bishop going to continue to work over on the outside lane of the racetrack, and now maybe have to play some defense as EJ Kalinowski taking a peek to the low side through turns number 1 and 2. Did not get the run. Just not learning anything right now. The outside lane, all that momentum they're carrying up there, if you can make a move happen and get your car angled to the outside lane, I think at this moment, that's got to be the preferred way to pass somebody.
Right now, as Barrett Bishop slides it up in front of the number 8 of Jackson, but Jackson crosses him back over, side by side for the race lead. What a move by the 3 of Barrett Bishop to try to get to that race lead. But Jackson slides it up in. Let's see if he's going to be able to slam the door on Bishop. Bishop hits the right rear to the wall, and he has the traction. Give Barrett Bishop the race lead again.
There wasn't any room to be up there. I mean, he almost Ricky Bobby the thing on 2 wheels riding the wall. He'll try again on 1 and 2. Makes a glancing kiss to the wall. Maybe an ice cream date there in hand. Barrett Bishop with the runner on the outside. 3 car, new race leader down in turn 3.
DJ Kalinowski now diving it down to the inside of Jackson, too, trying to do the same type of move on that number 8 machine as Barrett Bishop did last time around. But Jackson slamming the door shut. Here comes DJ down to the inside. Slides it up in front of Jackson again. Jackson gets into the back of him. Put DJ Kalinowski to the 2nd spot.
They are getting after it. I'm going to tell you what, this is pretty savage racing going on right now. I can't say it's dirty racing at all. It's definitely aggressive racing. They're bustling these cars around and getting it done. What's a guy like Rocky Patfield think out there? If he was out there with a 97 car, turning laps, these guys are getting after it.
Well, I'd be looking at this entire field in my rearview mirror, but other than that, I gotta tell you, this track is great right now. It looks like I know top 3 are running slider. It looks like Stifler and Moyer are running bottom, and God, everybody just looks so close.
So why aren't you out there racing?
Honestly, I thought today was Saturday.
I'm not the only person who screwed the weekend up. I thought yesterday was Sunday. It was awful.
Yeah, not only that, I thought the race started at 8, so I would have missed it either way.
Oh, yeah. Well, they listed Central Time on the flyer, so we're programmed to Eastern Time. So, yeah, I know what day it was. Had to figure out what time we started. The server went up late even later than that. We're sad you're not out there racing, Rocky, but we're happy you're here. I think Ron's still here. I think Ron's out there still racing. What happened to Ron? He's back here like 18th. Come on, Ron, get on the ball.
He's out there salad. He's salad right now. Looks like he's dropping through the field though now. Ron Piles, not sure what happened to him and that number 68 machine. See him come off the screen there as we were battling there for the top spot. DJ Kilnowski and the number 3 of Bear Bishop. Bishop still able to hold on, but DJ not going to go away without a fight there in the 1-3 machine as Jackson still holding on to that third spot. Third spot about 3 car lengths back of these two, battling it out for the race lead.
And yeah, good race going off the lead there between Bishop, Kilinowski, Tyler Jackson is there. Daniel Stifler's dropped a little bit off of them. He was really stout here early on, but this track kind of continues to transition through the middle stages. Now 23 laps going complete. He's dropped off the pace of the top 3 drivers. Kyle Moyer right there, not too far behind. Brewer said Moyer is going to be coming in there. And as this track gets slicker and slicker, that's when a guy like Kyle Moyer gets really, really quick.
And Moyer likes to run the bottom of the speedway too. Look out for the number 11 machine. If he can have the bottom, that's where he's going to be at. And we've discussed this a couple different times in interviews where the top side seemed dominant. The bottom never really came in there, and he finished second or third. He just settled for those spots here as we got a battle for the race lead. Brewing once again. DJ looking to the inside of number 3 of Bishop. Bishop getting right up against the wall there with that right rear tire, trying to make something happen there as he's getting that momentum off the corner, finding the extra moisture there to get that forward bite. But DJ right there, if Barrett makes him a mistake, DJ is going to be right there to pounce.
You know it. Those two guys have turned a billion laps together in this sim. Kilinowski versus Bishop. Barrett leads. DJ is there. He looks under the low side. Thought he had to run through 1 and 2. You're seeing that momentum they're able to carry running the outside lane. 3-car look, they get 100 more horsepower that time out of 2, and that's just running that lane up near the wall. Is there like grip in the wall to just surge these guys forward? You hit it, it looks like you gained 200 horses.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that, and I'm not 100% positive. I've never really ran up against the wall like that to just finding that moisture. I know there's some guys that use that wall to maybe pivot them into the corner. Not sure if how it was fixed in this last build.
I'm not sure, and I don't think you have any laps on the build yet either.
No.
Rocky, I can imagine you've raced a little bit on the new build. You feeling anything different in the dirt? Any changes to the racetracks? Anything that may be transitioning over to the race cars that are kind of different than what we're kind of used to?
I haven't got to run in the street stocks here, but I have run the modifieds, and it seems like it's more bottom dominant with those. Watching this race here, Barrett and DJ, Barrett especially, there's a little berm right up at the top in the middle of 1 and 2, and then 1 and 3 and 4, and you can just see his right rear get up on it, and that's where you're seeing that big surge coming off the corners.
You taking notes, Todd? And I know you're still a driver at heart, and you'll be out here at some point turning laps again. You picking Rocky's brain. We know you've got big money setups with you. Your 32 car's got some big time horses in it. Good sense. But what can you learn from a guy like Rocky to go quick as we watch these guys race for the lead?
Ask him for his sets.
That's right.
Well, I'm not real stingy with them. So.
Oh, no, definitely not. Is yellow flag going to come out for the very first time here of the evening, Phil? So, haven't seen the yellow flag here on lap 30 of 50.
Thought Jack stole it and never returned it.
Oh. He knew right where it was, too.
26 and 56 involved.
Sean
Stevens and Taylor James. They were clinging to the back part of the lead lap. They may not be on the lead lap too much longer.
Oh. They just disagreement at real estate. They're fighting for the same part of real estate, and Sean Stevens drives up into the number 56 machine, fortunately, and that's what happens there is 56 was actually coming down the track too, Phil. So.
Remember we were talking about Raging Ron being in the house car out there running around. You said he was falling through the field, and you called him a Sally. I think we upset him because he pulled over and left. Oh, that's right. I hear Piles a big-time sprint car racer now. Big time.
Like me and a big-time kart racer too, right? Yeah.
How is that go-kart racing going, Todd? Have you kept all the equipment on the up and up and taking good care of it?
Well, yeah, the motor went south the other night. I finished third with the motor going south, so I definitely will take that one out of 13 carts. And Saturday night, I went down there for a doubleheader. I put a brand new motor on it. I went out and won heat race 1 of round 1, and then I went out and won heat race 2 of round 2, which means they started me in the tail of round 2 heat races, and I ended up getting back through there and winning that heat race also. So I started on the pole, ended up third. I made some mistakes, and if you'd see me on there, and everybody talks about it, they call me the Bowser down there. I'm Bowser. Yeah, if you ever do that, no too tall. I'm Bowser. Bowser on a cart. Just imagine that.
I want to know how your knees do after one of those. Cause your knees have to be in the steering wheel the whole time, don't they?
My gut is in the steering wheel more than my knees.
Oh my God!
To be honest with you, it's rather hard. If we have pictures, I'm going to bring bananas with me next week, and we're going to throw them out on the track. Yes, it's going to happen.
Well, I'll get you a big monkey logo, and you can just have fun with it.
And I'm all in. I want to see this happen. Green flag is returned to the speedway now. 35 laps going to be complete next time around. Barrett Bishop had the restart row all to himself. I guess they call that Delaware double file restart.
Yes.
So he's got the lead away from DJ Kilinowski. We got a race going on back here for third between Tyler Jackson, Dan Stifler, and Kyle Moyer right there in the mix as well. And maybe time for Kyle to come alive as he runs fifth with 15 laps remaining here in Knoxville as he races for the race lead there on it.
As DJ looks down to the inside there of Barrett Bishop, nothing going to happen there. Bishop going to be able to slam the door shut. Stifler running in the third spot. Now as he was able to get around Jackson, Kyle Moyer still running in the fifth spot. With the number 0 machine of Mitchell Clark running in 6th, and the 61 of Josh Peacock, and the coach is up there in the number 18.
Surratt's starting to get into the fray there a little bit too, as Bishop takes a really hard shot to the wall in 1, pulls it off the wall, turns it back to the bottom, has a run down low, 3 versus 13. Bishop back to the lead. Will Kilinowski cross him over in 3 and 4? You bet he will. Look at this race going on out of 4. Kilinowski versus Bishop, 37 laps complete.
I'll tell you what.
Yep. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you better keep an eye on Stifler because he is coming right now. I've seen more growth out of Stifler over the last season than probably any other driver out here.
He has shown that brilliance multiple times in last seasons. He's a guy who can sneak up on you in a race and run off a couple. He has certainly been strong here tonight. And going toe-to-toe with some of the best out there. Dan can put his name amongst them. He has said this last season or so has come really a long, long way, as now he is under one of the very best, Mr. Barrett Bishop. That's a good race for 2. Kilinowski leads Todd over in 3.
DJ doing a fantastic job in the number 13 machine, able to get around Barrett Bishop. And like you said, Daniel Stifler's been hot as of late, especially on Wednesday night street fights. He's been right up there in the top 3 every week, and watch out for him. As Rocky said, he's right now running a solid 3rd here tonight in that number 71 machine. And last time by, not quite as fast as the race leaders, but he has been running laps faster than the race leaders a couple last laps.
These guys keep hitting the wall the way they are, because they are really wall bouncing off it through 1, and especially now through 3 and 4. Don't they risk something breaking? I mean, you got to have peace on the car to turn still, don't you?
If you will look, there's just not much, but there's a little bit of room between their right rear and that wall. And there's a berm that catches, well, Barrett's been known to go over that a little bit, but there's a little berm right before that wall that they're catching.
And they're making it work, too. And right now, DJ's found that berm, too, as he got a big run there through 3 and 4, but Barrett looks like, Todd, he is rolling through 1 and 2 a little bit better. If rolling and hitting the wall is a thing, I'm not sure who you could give this to. Who's got the advantage now with 10 laps to go? I really don't know.
Yeah, Barrett's definitely pulling up there to the 13. 13 gains a little going into the corner because he's running that slider line, as what DJ Konowski is running. As Barrett just stuck right up there at the top side, and you can watch him come through the corner. He propels himself there rather well, coming down the back straightaway here into turn number 3, and he's right up against that cushion once again here through 3 and 4, and he's just getting that momentum off the corner. DJ's just getting in with that slider line, and that's just chalking him up just a little bit through 1 and 2.
Well, now 43 laps complete, so we're getting down to a nitty-gritty here in Knoxville, the opening round for the King of the Dirt. presented by Milner Media and Design. Going to be here Sunday night. So 6 weeks of this one being round number 1. Next 5 consecutive weeks, you'll be here through the duration. Money payouts every week for the winner. Nice payout at the end of the season. Who is going to win opening night with now 5 laps remaining in this one, or 6 laps remaining, I guess you could say. Kilinowski and Bishop, they have put on one heck of a show, and they have kind of distanced themselves from the rest of the group. Stifler and Moyer, you know, those guys back there, it looks like they want to settle it amongst themselves.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to run away and hide there. It looks like Tyler Jackson has now got around Dana Stifler. So Stifler has moved to the bottom. He's trying to find something different to maybe try to catch those guys in front of him, but it didn't seem to work there as Jackson able to get around him for that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, up front, Barrett Bishop dives it down to the inside of the 13 of DJ Kilinowski. Is Kilinowski able to hold on to the top spot? So Barrett is searching, and he's lurking there in the shadows.
Is definitely lurking, but running out of time to get it done. This time out of turn number 3 and 4. We got 4 laps remaining here in Knoxville. That's 2 miles around of green flag racing for that number 13, DJ Kilinowski. He's on the outside lane. The 3-car Bishop, he's to the extreme low side on the 2, looking to maybe pass them where they're not. Didn't get the run I think he expected that time. He'll regroup. He'll try the outside lane again down here in 3.
As Barrett touches the outside wall through 3 and 4 with the whole right side of his car, so it's going to allow some more gap there for the 1-3 of DJ Kilinowski as Barrett's really driving it in hard, making a little bit more contact to the wall, and he's losing some positions there, Phil. And unfortunately, last time by DJ with a 24.330, Barrett Bishop 24.765.
That car going away in the 3 camp. DJ Kilinowski beginning to open up that advantage up front. He hits start-finish line. The cross flags go down. 2 laps remaining in Knoxville. Can DJ Kilinowski take off opening night? Well, he is down off to number 2. He's a lap and a half away from getting that done.
Yeah, last time by, Barrett Bishop was faster, but I don't know. He's going to have to be a lot faster than DJ these last 2 laps as he's coming off of turn number 4, the white silk, the white flag in the air. One more trip around the Knoxville Raceway for the 1-3 of DJ Kilinowski. Is Barrett Bishop going to try to throw everything at him, including the kitchen sink that he's had buried back there? I don't know if it's going to be enough, Phil, as they come down the back straightaway for the final time.
Yeah, I don't know. Going to make a whole lot more than a Hail Mary and an onside kick to get that one done. Barrett Bishop going to run out of time, out of turn number 4. The checkered flag in the air. Round number 1. Traction by Boosted 8 Main. Going to go to DJ Kilinowski. He'll take down the win over Barrett Bishop. 3rd going to go to Tyler Jackson. In the number 8, Daniel Stifler. Kyle Moyer going to take home a top 5 run. Mitchell Clark, good run for the 0 car. He'll finish up 6th. Jordan Gage for 7th. Josh Peacock 8th. Jim Revison 9th. And Kyle Surratt running out our top 10. Frank Gonzalez, Jesse Osborne, Tyson Pankow, Brandon Marlowe, Stephen Moore. A quiet night for the 73. That's our top 15. Bill Miller going to finish up 16th. Brock Evans 17th. Sean Stevens will be 18th. The final driver on the lead lap. Josh Dennison, Taylor James complete the top 20. Ron Piles, Drew Corbett running out our 22 cars here from Knoxville. The big winner is Mr. DJ Kilinowski, and we will be talking to him here live next on the Post Race Show. We're going to have Discord. We hope you'll join us there too on your source for esports racing. All right, we are back here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds with web hosting, VPS servers, and dedicated servers. They do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Big one here tonight, the Knoxville Raceway, round number 1 for the Kingdom of Dirt. The winner is DJ Kilinowski over Mr. Barrett Bishop, and a very solid, strong third place run for the number 8. Action Jackson, we call him, Tyler Jackson. Tyler, a terrific third place run there, bud, on a racetrack that was really top side locked down, it looked like, slipping and sliding all over the place. You get a top 3 run. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing in these open setups, to be honest with you. So I don't know, for a while there I was trying to be wide, and it's kind of running that slider line. I was holding DJ and Barrett up. I knew I was, but we settled back in the third and kind of ran around there, and I think we finished probably where we deserved tonight.
I tell you what, I expected this track to go through a revolution through the middle. I thought we would see more happen, not with the slider line, but more guys running down low and getting some grip and some speed down there. Why didn't we see the low side come in like I thought it would, like it normally would here in Knoxville?
It seems like since they did that update, I don't know, a week or two, it just seems like the slider line's the way to go at this track. Normally, I mean, before it was always, you could still roll the bottom. So I'm not sure what the update did, but it's definitely changed things out here.
That's why we like talking to drivers that go out there and make laps. I ask the guys I see all the time, what has changed here in the update? And so now you're the one who's given us the best insight so far, because definitely things that have I think we all get thrown for a loop these first few weeks with a new build and a new update. But Tyler, as always, bud, great to see you out there running a terrific car you had all night long, and a top 3 run. Not a bad way to start the series off. And I believe you get $5 for the third place run. Well, $5 ain't much, but a little bit better than nothing. You got to be happy with that. Who you got to thank for it?
Yeah, 4 more of these third place finishes, I'll get my entry fee back. So
yeah.
I got to thank the girlfriend as always. I put a lot of laps in down here, and you got to practice. I mean, in real life, you get beat by money, and in this stuff, if you don't spend the time, you might as well not even get on here. So I've been putting a lot of laps in. Got to thank her. Jack CDM on the hood of the car, NC Resources, Milner Media and Design gives me this cool looking shark wrap. And then I got to thank Josh and Charlie for putting the league on, you guys for broadcasting, and congrats to, I believe DJ won. I don't even remember.
Yeah, it was DJ, and I apologize, Tyler. I'm not the most adept with Discord, but I did get your message about the headshot. Send it our way. We'll definitely get you on there, buddy. Thanks for sending that to us, and we'll see you back here next week. Terrific. Good job.
Yeah, we'll try to get a glamour shot this week. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I like that. Tyler Jackson, a second place run, your third place run tonight here at the Knoxville Raceway opening night for the Kingdom of Dirt. We will let him go. And let's go down here and talk to a guy. It's been a little bit since we've talked to the driver of the number 3 car. Barrett Bishop with a second place run there tonight. Barrett, was expecting more. I thought you and DJ were going to lean on each other a little bit more. What was it? The setup go away, the track go away. You lost some speed there when you got a little quicker. What happened those last 15 or so laps?
I just made a bad call on setup. I thought the track would go back down to the bottom. I mean, it's my fault.
Why do you think the track did not go to the bottom? That's been typical here of Knoxville for the last couple of builds. Did the update do something? They changed a little bit that make this track in particular work a little different? Because I think we all expected it to go back to the bottom, and it just didn't.
I'm not sure. I wish it did. I think I'd been pretty good, but I don't know. It just sucks.
It does, for sure. You definitely, all the time you guys put in, expecting something to happen, it goes completely sideways. But you know what? A night where we feel a little off, you get a second place run. I know you have a big high standard for yourself, but for guys like us who never compete for podiums, a second place run still something to walk away with, and $10 cash. I mean, another top 10, another second place run, a win, you make back your entry fee, and I guess that's not a bad thing now, is it?
No, it's not too bad, but I come here to win, and third on second, it just kills me.
Call him the Ricky Bobby of iRacing, I guess. You're not first, you're last. I kind of like that, Barrett.
That's right.
I'm a fan. Who do you get to thank here tonight, bud, for the good run?
Yeah, I got to thank my team, FTP, Out Transportation, Type 3 Defense, 30 Grass Soul, Captain Screen Print and VLR, Milner Media and Design, y'all putting on a broadcast.
You got it. There he is, the Ricky Bobby of iRacing. That's his new name. Mr. Excitement, Barrett Bishop, a second place finish here tonight in Knoxville, which means we have talked to third and we have talked to second, which means there is one more interview left to do, and that is down in Bladeno.com Victory Lane. Todd is down there with his buddy, Mr. DJ Kilinowski. You guys have each other a long time. Another Victory Lane interview for Todd and DJ. Take it away.
Yeah, definitely down here with the driver of the 1-3 machine, DJ Kalinowski, taking down a big W here tonight. Able to hold off and fend off Barrett Bishop. Kind of dejected was Barrett, but DJ, you got to be on the other end of the stick. You got to be pretty excited about this win.
Oh, absolutely. When I was following Barrett, I knew the only way I was going to get around him is if he messed up, and I threw a slider at the perfect time where he got the wall and got stuck behind me and tried to not look back.
Oh, you didn't look back there towards the end of that one, as he was trying everything he could to throw a kitchen sink at you, throw whatever thing he had at you. He just didn't have enough, and he said he missed the setup a little bit. And we asked everybody the same question here tonight, DJ. A lot of guys were hankering on this to go back to the bottom and did not here tonight. Is that something with the new build? I know you guys have had a lot of laps as of late.
I honestly thought I was going to go to the bottom in warm-ups. That's where I practice at with this setup, and I set quick or fast time in the warm-up before the feature, so it kind of threw me by surprise that it went to the slider line. So I had some experience running that in a couple other leagues, and it just paid off with the cushion still being there on the exits.
It definitely paid off for you here tonight, DJ. Another good win here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I mean, it's a good way to start out the King of Dirt series too, especially for that points championship. That's in. It looks like I think I seen a thing of paying 260 out to the points champion here for the King of Dirt. But all these tracks coming up, the next 5 races here, DJ. What is your favorite track? What are you looking forward to the most here the next 5 races?
To be honest, it's either Volusia or Charlotte. Two good tracks of mine. Don't really care for Lima Land. USA, I've gotten to like that. And Weed Sport, I really haven't done that much testing to know yet.
Yeah, Wii Sport definitely the different one. And I know a lot of people not getting a lot of practice on that as of yet, but definitely for being in New York, I know that's a tough track to even race on. So it's going to be interesting to see iRacing and how everybody handles that one, DJ. But before I let you go, I know you got a lot of people you like to thank out there. I'll give you that microphone. The floor is all yours.
First and foremost, I actually want to dedicate this win to my Aunt Mary, who passed away yesterday. Do want to say thank you to my teammates over at Bulletproof Motorsports, you guys for broadcasting it, Ely for putting the league on, World of Thunder Racing. If it wasn't for them, I actually wouldn't be in this series. Got to thank my Aunt Susie, who watches every single one of my races.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the W here tonight. Good start to the King of Dirt Series Points Championship. DJ Konowski, the rock star, taking down the victory at the Knoxville Raceway. And what a great race this was. And to see DJ and Barry go at it there, definitely worth the price of admission there, Phil. And man, if it's one thing, it's these finishes here, street stock wise, that man, the side-by-side action that these guys put on, it's going to be a fantastic series here. 5 more to go.
Absolutely right. We're going to be back here live next week. We'll be here live at 8:20 Center Eastern Time, 7:20 Central Time. They send Central Time in flyers and gets me all screwed up. We will be here. We'll be back here live tomorrow night. The Adrenaline Rush Racing League. Believe we're at Darlington. No, we're Dover tomorrow. Dover Downs tomorrow night. We'll be there at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll hope you'll be there too. For Todd Stanton and Jack Truman, Ron Piles, Rocky Battenfield, the whole crew over here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thanks to Charlie Miller. Thanks to Trey, all these guys. Thanks to Walter Beach Driving School, title sponsor for the race here tonight. We will see you back here live next time on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good night.
Good night.